Welcome back. Stretch. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. So this is untilit.works. It's actually the second cipher of the day. Speaking of cipher, okay, so untilit.works is the thing I basically made to help me make time to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on because I have a lot of projects that I want to work on. And so untilit.works is an excuse for me to be by the computer to do these live streams. And since I'm by the computer, might as well work on what I'm working on, right? Untilit.works consists of ciphers. A cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, just heads down, just making some progress on the thing you've been working on, right? Or the thing that you want to get started. Then 15 minutes after the hour, I will pop up in here to let you know, hey, it's time to take a break. Get up, walk around, drink some water, do what you got to do, or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. And so those are the break sessions. You'll know it's a break session because, like I said, the video will pop up. Now, if you ever come to this site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen, and that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. So that's why I have the notice there. So you may need to click play to start the stream. There's also next to that the button for open closed caption. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. And they should pop up, hopefully accurately, in the space that opens when you click open closed caption. Then we have two other buttons. Add a clip. So if there's ever anything during these break sessions that you thought was interesting, you can actually clip it out. So you click add a clip, it'll go back a couple of seconds and mark a timestamp. A clip is 5 seconds long and you get 5 clips. If you can click that create a highlights video before I end the break session, what will happen is it will save those timestamps, take the recording of the video, use the timestamps to cut out clips. It'll join the clips together, put an intro, put an outro, and then you'll be able to check it out and see your own highlight video. Then there's a countdown timer, countdown when the next work session will start. And if you want to join, you can click join to chat or ask questions. Yeah. All right, cool. So that is the break session. Work session will look something like this. If I can add this one. So work session will look something similar to this. In the upper right-hand corner, we have a menu. Schedule has a list. Oh, no, actually, subscribe. I should probably change it to schedule. But subscribe has a list of all the upcoming ciphers that you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. And then to the other side, toward the left, we have an audio player. So I had some like really talented producer friends of mine submit some music for random projects I create. And so if you want to listen to some tunes while you're working on what you're working on, you can. It's there for you. It's a Bandcamp player, so you can purchase the track, you can share the track, and I also added the ability to tweet it out. So if you want to spread the word about some really dope artists, feel free to do so. All right, towards the center, we have a to-do section where it says add a task. You type in the task that you'd like to work on. Hit enter, it'll add, or the plus button, it'll add it to the list there of tasks. You can click the text to edit the task. You can click the X button to delete it, or if you want to mark it done, click the check mark, the box there, and it will send it to the done section, and then you can click the actual word done, and it'll show you all the things you got completed. Now, before I shut everything down, if you click that Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a brand new browser tab or something, and it'll pre-populate a tweet that lists all the different things you got completed. So it's kind of a nice way of getting into the new week, knowing that you got some stuff done. All right, to the column to the right, there is a countdown timer, countdown to when the next break session happens. Again, that's 15 minutes after the hour. Hako, view tutorials. So I have some links to different tutorials. And if you're brand new to coding and you're looking like, hey, I've heard about this coding thing, but don't know where to start, I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what folks have told me and from what I've seen from the curriculum, I think if you complete them, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, you can make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. So those are there. Then I have 3 tutorials that I think are pretty cool. I'm actually working on like new ones, which I probably should replace them because whatever. So I'm a JavaScript developer. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibilities are to look over tutorials. And so I have 3 tutorials there that I think, in my humble opinion, that if you go through them, like you'll be able to create something that's kind of cool, and then maybe from there take it up another level. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a starting point. You're like, oh, I can build something with this. So, for example, one of them is after following the tutorial, you have an application where in the there's an input box. You put your real world phone number into the box. You hit call, and it'll ring your actual real world phone. Then I have the opposite, where you get a virtual number, where you, from your real world phone, you can call that virtual number, and the application you create, you can answer the call and have a conversation back and forth. Then I have one where you open up 2 pages, and 2 users like log in, and one can call the other through the browser. I think it's pretty cool stuff. So there's that. All right, so those are there. You can check them out. Hako, like I said, we'll come back to. Show and tell, sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell, sign up will walk you through the process. Now, that video you sent to be created, right? Under highlight, it'll say status submitted. And then when it's ready to be viewed, it'll say status done, and the view button will show up. You click view, it'll bring up like a window to where you can preview the video. You can download the video. You can also click to share to Twitter. Sometimes Twitter doesn't show the video based on the link. So I download the video and I post it to different social media. So I just attach it to the tweet so that it's there, that I know it's there attached to the tweet when I send it. Yes. All right. Hako. Now, Hako stands for Help a Coder/Creator Out. It's a thing I made for if someone ever gets stuck or wants feedback on something, you can create a Hako. And Hako is basically a room that you can invite people into, and together you can work on getting you the help or the feedback that you're looking for your item. So if you were to click view, that will show all the different Hakos that have been created. You can there's a filter, so you can filter by different keywords. If you click the creator's name, it'll open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, and you'll be able to check out the profile to see whether or not you want to try and join the room. If you were to click create, you're presented with a guide, a form that will guide you through creating a Hako. You put in the title, 3 keywords, hit create. That will then generate a unique URL that you can copy, or you can click to share to Twitter. And then when you join the Hako, it looks like this. Titles across the top. Over in the right-hand top, you have the leave button, and you have another open menu for some more options. There is a text chat if you want to check that out. Right there in the right column. Towards the other side, we have a countdown timer again. Countdown to when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL to the Hako, and then you can also click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks the link, right, they just don't join your room automatically. They're actually requesting to join the room. And so they'll pop up under pending, and you click their username, and it'll either open up again Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with. And then you can, from their profile, determine whether or not you want that person into your room. And so if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, well, you can always ban them and kick them out the room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. Because again, the purpose of the Hako is for you to be able to get help or feedback on something that you're working on. And I think by being able to share your screen, everyone will be able to get the context of seeing what you're seeing and be able to help you out better. So that's why you're able to share your screen there. Like I said, a way for you to communicate through the Hako is through a text chat. You put in your message here towards the bottom, hit send, it'll add it to the list of messages. I also added the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I have the opposite where I have text to speech. So if you enable that, any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. So that way you don't have to keep looking at the text chat to kind of keep up with what's happening. And I think that is pretty much it, right? Yes, then you can check out all the different Hakos. And yeah, that is it. Cool. So I'm going to get y'all back to work. because I'm actually working on some stuff that I'll probably show the next break session. It's a thing I was working on. So I think a while ago, not a long time ago, but a little bit ago, maybe a month ago, I was talking about this side project that I'm working on. And part of it is generating images based on descriptions of stuff that were uploaded, right? And so there's a fairly new AI API from Google. So I'll talk about that and kind of like how I used it. I think I found, because the problem was there was no way for me to really get it to work the way I wanted with what was there. But now I hacked some stuff together, but I wasn't really happy with it. But now with this new API thing, I think I'm getting closer to the results that I envisioned in my mind, right? And so I'm going to talk about that and maybe do like a demo and see. So till then, I'm going to be working on some CSS stuff because CSS is hard. But yeah, so I'm going to get y'all back to work. Again, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send y'all off with some traveling music. And this right here, not that one, but this one is by an artist that goes by the name of Anthony Cruz, aka A Butta. The track is called Thank You, because thanks for hanging out. Catch you 15 minutes after the hour. And I'm going to make sure that this thing I built still works, because I got to play with the API late last week, and I put together something kind of quick, and it came out pretty good, I think. So we'll take a look at it, but I need to make sure it's still working. So thanks for hanging out. I will see you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, wish you much productivity. And here is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butta. Thank you. All right, y'all be easy, and peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread love like yeah. I want to say thank you